Hello, hello, hello. We are here waiting on our expert to come into the studio. I am so excited that Virginia's virtual viewers are leaning in. I am having difficulties every Wednesday with this tech. So I am trying to see why my expert, Marie Yolaine, is having difficulties as well. So hold on 1 second for me. Be patient. These tech gremlins is coming out, but we have a power pack 30-minute session for Virginia's virtual viewers. We'll be right back. Okay, Virginia's virtual viewers, we actually have our Marie Yolaine Tom's on right now. This tech, we gonna figure this out. We gonna figure it out. But I am so glad that we have our expert on today. Cut my music down just a tad bit. Yes, we have Miss Marie Yolaine Toms. She crossed my pathway in sunny Florida, Fort Lauderdale, the first live event I went to after COVID hit just a few months ago, and our spirits connected. Her story is amazing. She come from the corporate world with American Express, and then she snatched the calling of God on her life. So I want her to give the backdrop story. She is the founder and CEO of Community2Community, and just give Virginia's virtual viewers the reason why you left corporate and you came into what I call your passion and your purpose.
Well, God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And often in my life, I've felt that I was neither called nor qualified. But on January 12th, 2010, I didn't know as I was leaving my job that afternoon at American Express that I would be asked to heed a call. And when I got to Brooklyn, my phone was on fire with texts. Where are you? Are you okay? Are you seeing this? Oh my God. And I turn on the TV and my eyes are assaulted with scenes of utter devastation. My country, Haiti, had been struck by a 7.2 magnitude earthquake. 316,000 people dead. 1 million people left homeless with no access to food, water, or medical help. My heart broke in my chest. As I watched the screen, I saw an elder laying on the ground, writhing in pain, and her back was fully exposed. I started screaming at the TV. Why is no one helping her? Grandmother or aunt, why is no one covering her up? Are we not doing dignity anymore? Somebody needs to go and do something. You're hearing my voice right now. I hear you go. Lord, I clearly said someone should go and do something. Silence. I didn't feel qualified to help. I didn't know what to do, but I knew who would. My dad. That's him right there. My dad loved Haiti. He would say, Haiti is not a perfect country, but it's my country. And I knew that had he been alive, he would have been on the next plane out to help. And in that moment, I knew what I had to do. I resigned from my position and I was on the next plane out to help. I did it scared. I did it unqualified. I came back and I partnered. I got certified in whatever I needed to do. And I created Community2Community. And 13 years later, we are a thriving nonprofit that restores dignity to vulnerable and exploited communities in Haiti who've lost everything. And we teach others with a heart for generosity how they can help us and do the same. And I'll let you in on a secret. Heeding the call isn't even about you. It's about all of the people's lives you will impact for the good. So I encourage anyone who is watching Wings of Wisdom today or who will watch it in the future. If you believe that there is a call on your life, heed the call. Thank you.
Wow, it's so powerful. When I met you, Andy Henriquez was speaking, and when he spotlighted you, I mean, I was just in awe, and that's why I reached out to you, because I wanted Virginia's virtual viewers to meet you as well. And a lot of times, it takes courage. It takes courage to execute and heed the call when you know a calling's on your life. Even with this was not birth in October when I met you.
No,
But
ma'am.
listening to Andy Henriquez, he truly pushed me into this that was on simmer. He used that Peloton warm up. He said, anything been in warm up, execute. So
Yeah.
I am so grateful that you heed the call, and to know that you did it in your father's native land. That's so powerful. It's so impactful. And what actually, like what did you learn from becoming a CEO? Community2Community. What was your greatest, lesson?
I would say humility, right?
Wow.
Because, when I left my job, I thought I knew everything. I knew what I was going to do. I knew I was going to help, even though I felt unqualified in the sense of I didn't have a degree in nonprofit management, right? But I did have a background in communications and marketing, business management, right? So There is a big difference from being the employee and being the boss. That's the first thing. You have to have the skills to gather people around your vision, because this work that I'm doing is not work for one person. It is impossible for one person to do all of these things. The team of folks, whether that is my COO, Olivia Robinson, who is also an MDS, actually, she was at Story into Profit Live in October, or my board members, my CFO, the folks who handle the website and the marketing. The call is very sexy. When God calls you to do something, it sounds amazing. And then you go, even if you're scared. But there's a moment where your humanity hits you, where you're like, wait, who's going to pay the bills? Who's going to pay the rent? Who's going to pay the light bill? How's that happening? Because I don't have a job, right? But you don't think about that in that moment. So I would say there's a humility that's there. Also, when I took that first trip in August 2010, I was on the mountain, and in my mind, I had learned here in the US, I would say the mindset for being a nonprofit or being a charity or helping people. And on that mountain, the elders pulled me to the side and they were like, no, this isn't about what you want to give us. It is about what we need. And do you want to hear that? And I was like, oh, that hit me. So I moved from this kind of relationship to this relationship. So we're all at the table. It is a relationship where the most important skill you need to have as a CEO in this work is to be a good listener. So we come alongside our communities. We don't lead them. We come alongside, we undergird, because they already have the problems maybe in the community, but so are the solutions. And while I'm talking to you right now, a school is being built, trees are being planted. There's an outbreak of cholera right now, and the Peasant Association, APHD, is handling that. It really humbled me to realize they didn't need a savior. They needed a partner. They needed a collaborator. They needed a listener. And that for me is like they made me go through college all over again.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Wow. This journey has been amazing for you.
It has.
Stepping up, taking that leadership role, and actually, I know you stand on biblical principles, Luke 1:37. I know that's yours. With God, nothing shall be impossible. So I know you take him everywhere you go. And I know you didn't see you in this role. So how did that shift, going from, corporate America? How long were you with American Express?
7 years. I was with them for 7 years.
He was with her for 7 years. And then taking that call on that day, you just, where do you get that courage from to say, I got to do this?
I would say my father, to be honest, because I always had a connection to my country because of him, and being born there. I remember we came to America when I was 5, and we were on the same plane together, and going back and forth. So it was already there for me, and I think it's a little bit more than courage. I think for me, it's personal. It wasn't enough to write a check. This was my people. This was my family. So I felt what my dad would feel, which is obligation, duty, family, community. So the get up and go, it just seemed like that was the natural thing for me to do. And in that journey of changing my mind about what it means to help people and serve is how I understand now that I am a restorer of dignity. Because that was the thing that was really lost in this, that needed to be restored.
Yes, it's powerful. I feel like listening to you, not only did you find your power and your purpose, and you're doing your passion, it's almost like you're eliminating the pain from your people, your native, your father's people. It's like, it's a call, like you say, to duty. And it's powerful. How has this actually changed you in a way that, you can just kind of focus on now, like, wow, since doing this, since becoming the CEO?
I would say it's my mindset. Like in this, and I love what you said about journey. And I remember when you talked and said that this was Wings of Wisdom was on the back burner, but it's simmering. That was the word I really liked that you used, right? So it's always there. It's like you move it from the back burner to the big burner, right? Which is the one that just like boom. And that's the one that takes it from tepid to boiling in 60 seconds. That's the purpose of that burner. And the earthquake was that burner for me, right? Because my cousins and I, through high school, college, we always talked about, hey, we're going to go back to Haiti and we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We talked about that when we retire and things like that. But the earthquake was like, today, right now.
Wow.
Move. And it wasn't for everyone, but it was for me. And so I felt like the earthquake may have taken 316,000 lives, but it brought back one, mine. So in this journey since 2010, my focus has changed so much. The people on the ground, the people on this mountain and in this community have taught me way more than I ever could have taught them. So right now, for me in this journey, as I learn and unpack, unlearn and relearn, I have 5 things that I focus on that I believe is like going to be my life's work, which is mindset, restoration, transformation, generosity, and dignity. This is going to be what I learn, teach, share, live, breathe, do. Because the world is on fire right now. And I believe that people with light, we need to shine really bright right now. Because the world is in pain. And being kind seems to be a special occasion. But if you're a kind person, you're kind every day. You're not kind on a special occasion. And I feel like the calling that God is doing right now, especially for his people, is to let your light shine. Let it shine. You don't necessarily have to leave your job or do any of those things. But wherever you are planted, let your light shine.
Yes, it's amazing you would say that, because the scripture that came to me today, because Wings of Wisdom is built on biblical principles, and I love saying that. And Matthew 5:16, it says, let your light shine before man. And it also says that they may see your good works and glorify your God, which is in heaven. So your light is truly shining before man, so that they may see your good works, and glorify your Father, which is in heaven. And that's exactly what you are doing. So that's why I think our spirits connected, not just with me. I think the whole, Fort Lauderdale at that event, we were just in awe. It was just like a moment of silence. And the people, I have your info up where they can reach you and reach out to you. But I just thought it was just so amazing. But I want to know, who is your greatest inspiration?
I go back to my dad, my mother and my father, like what they went through, sacrifice to get us here, is one. But the last 13 years, my inspiration has been my people. these two communities, the peasant associations, and how they made a way out of no way. They assembled, put order in an environment, like I said, that was upside down. And it's interesting. One of them sent to me on WhatsApp the other day saying, I want to wish you Happy New Year in advance. And then listed like 10 things for the new year: health, longevity, etc. And number 7 was dignity. And I haven't even engaged them in this thing yet. And I was like, wow, look at God. Look at God. Look at God. I was so excited. I shared it with the team. I was just like, oh my gosh. I didn't even know how to translate this word in Creole this year. I didn't know. My life has changed so much since I joined MDS. It has changed so much. It is evolving, right? So this community, that this Peasant Association member would send me this, and he doesn't even know all of the things that I've gone through. So I know God is moving. They are my inspiration. They have overcome things that I didn't know how. When COVID happened, let me put this in context. We go to Haiti 4 or 5 times a year. That's our usual. 2019, protests started, political issues were happening, country was on lockdown. We're like, okay, 2020, we are there. COVID came and said, nobody's going nowhere. 2021 goes like, I'm still here. 2022, we had another earthquake. President gets assassinated. And here we are in 2023. But I want you to know that during that time, this community on this mountain built a whole school, a whole multi-purpose building that is a school during the week, a trade school on Saturday, and a church on Sunday. A whole building on a mountain. This is the people that I'm from. This is the blood that flows through my veins. These are the folks who believe God on a whole nother level. They are my inspiration. Right now, I've been home since 2019. This year, because of everything that's going on, cholera, a waterborne bacterial disease, is running amok. People are dying because they don't understand that it's clear. You can't see it, you can't taste it. So we've been supporting them, and we started this 12 days of giving on December 13th, akin to the 12 days of Christmas. These folks are like first responders. They are out there training, creating water stations, teaching folks how to protect themselves. I know that less people are going to die because of the work that they're doing while I'm sitting here talking to you. So it's not my Yolaine talks. It's very important that people understand that. It is these folks. That's why when folks give, I'm like, you may never see, but know that your hands have reached and have undergirded folks for them to do the work. So all of us have a part to play.
Yes, Virginia's virtual viewers, this is the season of giving. And I know you have the spirit of giving. And if you want to actually lean in and uplift these individuals in Haiti and support her cause, the information is there. Community2Community info/donate/ the information is there. I am so grateful that our path crossed, because this simmering, we cannot stay on that Peloton bike warming up. And I tell you, it takes courage to launch out to the deep. I'm a swimmer, and I'm ready to get certified as an instructor, as a swimming instructor. I got some irons.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm trying to actually catch fire of some other gifts that was laying dormant in me. I always loved to swim. I love to dance. And I was always doing all these things growing up as a child. But my baby was to fly and see God's beautiful world. And like you said, COVID changed the game. And
Yeah.
COVID threw me into this virtual world. And now I'm finding the seeds that were gifted to me. One is my voice, and all these other little seeds that I used to love to do as a kid. I was listening to the legendary Les Brown. He said, when you was a kid, what did you love to do? And it's like you get lost in that. I would get lost in the pool. I would get lost in the lake. I would get lost in the ocean. I remember jumping in the ocean. Who does that? But those are the gifts that you have to continue to water and continue to water, and then God gives the increase. So I want to thank you for coming on to Wings of Wisdom. I know you have so many things, like we was trying to find that balance in life, and then Pilates did that for you. And when you found Pilates, I know you said it's the foundation of the breath. So give me some of that breath foundation, because I know that's the key, because biblical principles in 2:7 says God breathed the breath of life into man, and then man became a living soul. So the breath is the key, and I'm finding that with swimming, it's all about rhythm and it's about breath. So I want you to emphasize on that for me.
Absolutely. And I want to say to you, excellent on the swimming. The longevity that you will add to your life with swimming is data supported. It will expand your breathing. It is the best sleep you will have if you do it in the afternoon or the evening. And it is something you can do for the rest of your life. I recommend that to my clients all the time.
Wow.
All the time. It is if you do Pilates and swimming, you literally don't have to do anything else. Honestly,
Wow.
You are good. You're good to go. I am a breath practitioner because I believe that the breath of life that was breathed into our nostrils and created us a living being is the most powerful thing that we have, is the breath in our lungs, right? And I teach breath work because it can calm you, it can focus you, it can expand you. So I will give you a little 30-second right now. Are you up for it?
I'm up for it. So is Virginia's virtual viewers.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. So I want you to sit now on your chair, scooch forward, place your feet flat on the ground. Take the palms of your hands, put them on top of your thighs, right? Make sure you're not leaning back. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips, all right? And your head is equal distant on your shoulders. You can close your eyes if you'd like. You're going to inhale through your nose and then exhale out of your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. And now we're going to take the air where we want it to go. We're going to inhale, fill up our feet and legs with air, and exhale out of your mouth. Inhale, fill up your back, arms, and hands with air. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale, fill up your shoulders, neck, and head with air. Exhale out of your mouth. As you inhale peace and exhale joy. And inhale, inhale, inhale peace. And exhale, exhale, exhale joy. You can open your eyes. How do you feel?
Wow. It's almost like new life. It's rejuvenating. It is powerful. That breath is powerful.
And you have access to that every day. So at any point in your day, you can go to the bathroom, go to a room, go stand outside. This breath work will help you to focus and calm you. What we do when we get stressed out is this.
Yeah.
We tighten our muscles, we put our shoulders in our ears, and then we breathe out of our neck.
Yes.
That does not help you. Fill your body with the breath of life and use your power.
Yes, Alice said it makes you light, and it does. It lightens the load. Well, we
Agreed.
are so grateful for you, my dear. I have all the links for you. If you want to convey the links, I can just kind of go and put each of them up there. We have so
Sure.
many that you can.
I will share a couple. So thank you, Alice. That makes me feel so happy that you feel light, because that's the point. Because we usually go in heavy and then we breathe and we leave light. For those who want to connect with me for Pilates mindset coaching on Instagram, I'm at Focus Fire Life. And for Pilates, it's at Focus Fire Pilates on Instagram. And of course, for Community to Community, it's at Community2Community on Instagram. And you can visit, of course, our website, community2community.info. And you can see all the great work that we are doing. And I invite everyone to move from being a spectator to what's going on in the world to being a participant. And C2C is good fertile ground, so you can start there. And if you need help focusing and you need a mindset coach, I can help you with that as well, and get your breathing right and get your life right. So thank you.
You're so welcome, my dear. And I'm so grateful. So stay backstage. Virginia virtual viewers, we're so happy you were able to lean in. And once again, if you want to donate to this amazing cause, there's the information for you to donate. And she's a powerful force in this world, and especially in Haiti. So going back to help her father's people, her ancestors, is just a blessing, and her story is amazing. So we're grateful that you leaned in, and we'll meet you here after the holidays, same time, same place. We're going to get this tech stuff down by 2024. We're going to soar in 2024. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
You're so
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Virginia.
You're welcome.